do it.
All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of Red Valkyrie Presents. I am Shae the Red, feeling a little bit gray and red and blue today. And we have Alex off to the side that I think with the...
Hi.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say your facial expression's frozen again because you're...
No.
Okay. I'm still getting used to this. This is so awkward. And we are here with the awesome Don Shin. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. Thank you, guys. It's good to be here.
Absolutely. So if people couldn't tell by the gigantic banner behind me, we're here for a little something called X-Farce. And before we kick it over to Don for his amazing pitch, we are going to check out his video first. So...
Did you share audio?
Yes.
Lies.
My name is Professor Baldy, and I run a school for juvenile delinquents. But not just any delinquents. Mine are specially gifted. You might even call them mutants. Trust a few reformed ex-cons. Tangerine.
Am I the apple of your eye, Bubba?
Jeannie Gray. Beastie Boy. Oh, everybody dance now. Snow Cone.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
And their friends from X-Farce. Cable TV.
Eat remote control, frog face.
Garfarel. Meow. Dominoes.
This book has just the right amount of cheese.
And introducing the Newt Mutants. Beware the rest. Magneto. Mistress Piggy. And not at all breaking the fourth wall. Cesspool. Now, Parody Press Comics is back with X-Farce Reloaded #1. Don't miss this extraordinary comics extravaganza with 7-fold color stories of marvelous mutant mayhem. Back this book today for awesome variant covers and original artwork tiers. 48 pages of action and hilarious hijinks by some of comics' funniest talents. Parody Press, making the world laugh again. Only on Indiegogo.
I couldn't tell who was laughing in the audience.
Yes. Sorry. Parts of it are hilarious. Which I'm gonna go with is probably what you're going for.
Oh, good.
All right, so why don't you let us know a little bit more about X-Farce?
Sure. X-Farce Reloaded is my return to comics after about 15 years. I was predominantly an 80s and 90s creator, and then I went into real estate for a number of years, and I'm still in real estate. But I had the itch to get back into creating again. A lot of people kind of recognize my name more so probably for the adolescent Radioactive Black Belt Hamsters, which is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle spoof. But back in the 90s, I did a parody of Rob Liefeld's X-Force called X-Farce, and this is the actual Eclipse comic book that I did back in the 90s. And it had a really good print run. And you can see the cover that is on this book is by Bill Mouse. It was his very first comic book that he got done professionally. And It was our very first collaboration. So if you go back to the campaign page, Shae, the main cover, which is a little bit up, scroll up the page, he redid the cover from the 1990s, like in a 2020 version, which is what you're looking at. So
That's awesome.
it's kind of a homage to himself, and you can see how much better he's gotten over the years. And he's got a really cool kind of a Mad Magazine, Don Martin flair to his work. So Bill is our main artist on X-Farce, and what we decided to do was come back, have Parody Press do an anthology book, which is 48 pages. It's all full color. It's 7 different stories with over a dozen different creators. And so X-Farce Reloaded basically means we're taking X-Farce, which was in black and white in the 90s, and then an origin story, which is kind of a Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, which you're looking at right now. So there's about 30 pages of previously released material in X-Farce Reloaded, but it was never done in color. So it's all kind of a remastered version, and then there's 18 pages of new content with additional stories. And it covers everything from the 1960s X-Men to X-Force, which is the 90s Rob Liefeld, all the way up to the 2020 X-Men storyline.
Oh, that's awesome. So, is this like an evil Mr. Peanut?
Yeah, that's Magneto. He's the master of the vacuum seal.
I love how Cable has CNN around his neck.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were around in the 90s, but Ted Turner was like the big cable TV mogul at the time. So I made cable TV kind of look like Ted Turner. And you're looking at X-Farce pages. The X-Farce story is about 21 pages, and they take on like an evil Muppet liberation front, and that's led by Mistress Piggy, and then her secret weapon is Cesspool, which is obviously our take on Deadpool. And he just smells really bad.
Well, I mean, I'm sure at least part of it is the full diaper that he's wearing.
Yeah, it's pretty rank. We were going to have
from Jersey.
He might be. We had a stretch goal, which we were hoping if we hit it, we would give everybody a cesspool whoopee cushion. But unless we make $40,000 tonight, I don't think that's gonna happen. But that's okay.
Yeah,
that's the face that gets.
I love our audience, and the Valkyrie flight is amazing, but I'm gonna go ahead and say I think 40K might be a little bit steep for them.
Yeah, I think I saw what Ethan Van Sciver was doing, and I aimed really high, but that's okay. I'm learning.
It's if you don't aim high, then you're never gonna achieve, right?
That's right.
Okay, so you have like a whole bunch of things that are in this. You've got the X-Cons, you got Newt mutants. Right.
Yeah, they're amphibious dropouts from the Van Sciver Institute. So basically we have like Karma Chameleon, that's the character on the bottom right. And Karma Chameleon is based on, Boy George. You've got Wolfsbane, which is the one that turns into a Scottish Terrier. So all they can do is basically be annoying and yap at their enemy.
Nice.
So yeah, we tried to go for like there's all sorts of different art styles in this book, but I really liked the new mutants back in the 90s and the way that Chris Claremont and Bill Sienkiewicz did the new mutants. So I tried to get an artist that could kind of do that illustrated, cool, style that Bill Sienkiewicz did, and I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I would say so. Who the hell is this with the hammer and sickle sword?
That's Tragic. She's instead of Magic from the New Mutants, she's she's a Russian cancer survivor from a Chernobyl zoo.
Oh my
And
gosh.
So she hates capitalists, and so she's got this sickle sword that she wants to basically take out the United States with. You know? So these don't have any word balloons, but you know, we don't want to give away too much. But the following story that you're scrolling, that does have some word balloons, and that's by the very talented Mike Barron. I don't know if you've ever had Mike on your show, but he's he's been a Parody Press veteran for a long time, and I reached out to him, and he said, well, let me do a story. What if the X-Men had to have public auditions? And I said, that sounds like a lot of fun. So you've got this line of misfits that are trying to try out to see if they can be the next X-Cons. And so this particular episode is with a girl from Spooner, Wisconsin, who can basically just do things with spoons. So kind of, you know, just goofy, kind of slapstick Mad Magazine, you know, panel by panel, gag him in it. That's kind of what we're going for. Like if you were watching the movie Airplane, but if it was in a comic book format.
Nice. I like this right here. My name is Spooner, and I come from Spooner, Wisconsin. Spoons are my specialty. I can bend them, make them cling to my face, and hold the world record in the spoon throw 112 feet. That's so when she makes them stick to her face, is she literally just sticking it to the end of her nose and being like,
basically,
ta-da!
exactly. You must have read this, because that's exactly what happens on the second page.
Oh my gosh!
And there's a void in the X-Cons team because a character named Hunger James ate himself. That's what Mike says.
Oh my
So
gosh!
he's really funny. The page that you're scrolling now, that's from the overly complicated, not necessarily needed, you know, House of X, and that we poke fun at the whole new X-Men where they go to an island and they become eggs and they can never die, and it's just this really convoluted story that Marvel put out. So Keith Gleason, who is the creator of the Mighty Mascots for Alterna, I really liked that book, and I reached out to Keith and I said, can you do me a 5-page X-Men story based on the new X-Men? And he did a really good job. So this is one of the pages from that story.
Yeah, just like Max works the same. Like in Mystery Men, they held auditions too. My name is Pencilhead, and I'm son of Pencilhead. We erase crime.
I love that movie. Yeah, you got the in Mystery Man, was it the guy that was the Raja with the silverware? I think Hank is in here. So some people, when I
Hank
showed
Azaria, and then there was Janine Garofalo, and the bowler.
And then the spleen was Paul Rubens. He had a gas problem. I love that movie. That's kind of right up my alley, you know, just taking.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of what you're doing here in comic form, is very Mystery Men-esque.
Thank you.
Now I have to watch it. Thanks.
That's a compliment. You're looking at this is a what if story page. This is a what if other companies had mutants. And so instead of the Watcher from the Marvel universe, we have the Poacher, and he's Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
Space. And so he narrates this whole story with a lisp. And he basically says, you know, what if Stan Lee didn't work for Marvel and he went to work for like Disney or Art Food? So you've got like the panel on the left is the Unquacky Ducksman. So you've got like Mouserine, Ducklops, Duck Phoenix, and then Professor Quacks. And on the right, you've got the Archie universe. So they're fighting the Juggerhead Knot, which is, based on Jughead. So he's eating all the food like in the fast food court. So they're trying to stave him off.
So they're wanting to beat him up because they also want to get some of that delicious Sbarro greasy pizza. Gotcha.
Right. Reg Arene is saying, "Hey, bub, those are my fries."
Oh gosh.
Look at Shae getting into character defending the pizza.
Yeah, sure. I feel honored.
That's the first thing I can think of.
I've never had a host dress up, and you look wonderful. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're cute.
And then she gets this feedback.
Yeah. Do I look like a grape to anyone else? Thanks. I'm gray, not purple. You're colorblind.
Violet, you're turning violet.
This is not violet. This isn't
know.
even close to violet.
That's great. Someday I'll meet you at a con, and I would love to see you dressed up as Dominoes. I might even have to see you.
I sent you a couple of screen grabs too, so you can use it for promo if you want.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so what is happening here?
Well, I like to kind of take humor to the edge. And so this is like, what if the Avengers and the X-Men met in a snowstorm, the Parody Press way? So you've got the infringers and the X-Cons in Mission Antarctica. And so what you're seeing here is the X-Cons are in their big, I think they call it the Quinjet. And so they're in their Quinjet, and they're flying to Antarctica, and they accidentally land on top of the Avengers plane that's already there. So this whole thing is taking place in the middle of a complete whiteout. So you just have to use your imagination and imagine what's going on in this story. It's only 3 pages, so I'm not trying to rip people off. But
I was gonna say, so the art budget.
Yeah, my letter should have got paid a little bit more, but we've got Irony Man, Tony Starch. He's Irony Man, and he's in this. And then we've got what's his name? Tangerine. He's our Wolverine knockoff. And instead of adamantanium, he's got banana-tanium, like straws that come out of his hands. I'm just really goofy this way. I love the X-Men, and spoofing them is so much fun because I like to make fun of things that I grew up reading, and X-Men was like one of my favorite titles from Marvel. Oh, Frog, that's a great comment. I could draw that.
Yeah, right?
And done.
Yeah.
All right. And then you've done a metal lunchbox as well as an awesome coffee mug.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Look at these guys.
Look
So
at
we have these cool metal lunch boxes. There's only 36 of them in existence. And so we have a couple tiers. You can get into these tiers as little as $75. And then it comes with a X-Farce mug. And then a copy of whatever comic book variant you want for $75. And then if you want to get the full 3 issues as well as a sketch card, that's on sale right now for I think $169. And that's
awesome
while supplies last.
Very, very cool. And then you've got some original art, so the redone cover,
right? Yep. And then the painted artwork for New Mutants. Quite a few pages we have. The interior pages. We have some sketch cards. You can get a sketch card in a comic for as little as like $50, $55. That's kind of like the pencil layout for the X-Cons cover by Mark Lewis. And interestingly enough, Mark, he started with Parody Press in the 90s, and he tried to make a go of it as a cartoonist, and he's excellent. I mean, he did the X-Cons cover from, pencils to inks to colors and all the typography. And he got to work a little bit at Image, but he couldn't make a career out of it. So he went into animation, and strangely enough, he worked on the X-Men animated series for a number of years. So he
Nice.
started with us spoofing X-Men, and then he made a career out of doing the real actual comic cartoon series.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yeah, there's a little Professor Quack.
Professor Quacks with an X. I like it. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, so these are what some of your stretch goals were. Now, granted, you're in the last couple hours.
Right. Yeah. We didn't hit any stretch goals. I was humbled.
Are you
No, cool.
going in demand?
Yes, we are.
Okay. While in demand, are you still offering any of these or no?
Yeah.
Or
If
all
we
the
hit those,
stretch
I would definitely honor that. This book, if people have not backed it yet, it's already, we only had a 17.
Hi, Bancroft. How are you, hun?
Oh, and speaking of the show that you watched, that you saw us
Right?
on.
What? Hello, Joe.
Yeah. We got
That's
a great
awesome.
audience. So much talent.
Yeah, we've got the best audience in YouTube history, I think. I love our audience. They're amazing.
So yeah, I would honor those stretch goals. We're going to press. I mean, my plan is to get this to the printer like in the next week, and we put an April ship date. I'm pretty sure that will easily be met because this book is all done. It's just a matter of putting a little bit of production work on it, and then we're off to the races.
Awesome. Okay, let's go over all of your tiers so people know how they can back you. So I see you have a very special featured tier.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and talk about it?
I wanted to give your viewers a special deal. Normally, if you were to buy our books, they're going to be $25 each, and that includes a free autograph if you'd like. But if someone wants to get the 3-pack, which is all the 3 covers that that we looked at, I think there's the one that you're looking at now, and then the X-Cons, and then Rob Willis, who's a very talented artist, he did a variant for us, which you can scroll down. There you go. So he did kind of a cable TV cesspool cover. So all 3 of those are included in the Red Valkyrie 3-pack, and so you're saving about $16 off the regular retail price. Yeah, and I'll run that, at least for the next 24 hours. We're trying to hit 7,000. I don't think that's unrealistic in our last day, so we're about 500 shy of that, and so that's the special for your viewers today. And if that's too much, I completely understand. If they want to just get 1 issue, we're running a special on Rob's cover, which is only $19 rather than $25. And these are very, very going to be very, very low print runs compared to like the X-Farce from '92. We sold like 70,000 copies of this thing back in the day. And with X-Farce Reloaded, we're only like, I'd be surprised if we do a print run of like 500 or 600. And so I think the collectability of this book will be, I think it'll catch fire, because believe it or not, Shae, I looked on Mile High Comics on how much this book sells for, and they're selling it for $96.
Holy shit.
In near mint condition, even though there's like 70,000 copies of it. And then I looked up how much Rob Liefeld's X-Force is selling for, and you can pick up that issue for like $6. So the parody is actually crazy. It's worth more than the actual book that we parodied, which was kind of funny. And I've seen on eBay a lot of the old Parody Press books from the 90s. We did a spoof of Sam Keith's The Max, and that one's selling for like $300 to $400. So this one, it's going to be a lot less. There's a lot less of them in circulation than back in the 90s.
Oh, that's awesome. And we actually did have Mo Big says, "Where's the X-Farce puzzle tier? I mean, come on, do you hate money?"
Yeah, I saw Bancroft.
I can see that.
He did it. He announced his puzzle, his Lucent puzzle. It looked pretty cool.
Oh, that's funny. All right, and then also for $19, if you just want the mug. Oh yeah, and then Creators Outlet says, "When are you making radioactive black belt hamster figures for me?"
I would love that. Unfortunately, I don't own the hamsters anymore. It's Dynamite Entertainment's property, so they're in control of the, all the merchandising for that. I wish I had the license, because I would really, go to the races with it. But that's okay. X-Farce is fun. We have other projects coming down the pike, but I would love to see some hamsters action figures. Behind me, if you see up on the wall, that big red banner is actually a sleeping bag prototype that only one of them exists. And so back in the 90s, the hamsters got picked
wow.
up for some licensing opportunities, and I thought they were going to make pajamas and all that stuff that the turtles did back in the day, but that didn't happen. But that's okay. We still did well with the hamsters, and we sold like 500,000 copies, and we had a good run. People still remember the hamsters. Oh, Joe, thank you, buddy.
That is awesome,
Yeah.
Joe. I'm gonna refresh and we're gonna see if it's registered yet. Yep, sure has.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, so we've got the $19 ceramic mug before I derailed you.
Yep. And then the next one under there, that's the Bill Mouse cover, which is what we've scrolled up at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
His homage to himself, yes.
Homage to himself. I'm on a live stream. I wanted to let people know if you can't get enough X-Farce, there's going to be another stream tonight on my YouTube channel, and you can just type in Don Chen, it should come up. But we're doing a show at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern to kind of close out the show. So it'll be me and Bill Mouse, and then Keith Gleason will also be joining us, and it'll be really chill. And just a lot of fun, kind of just talking about what it was like working on this book.
Very cool. That is very cool. So you can get the tribute cover. You can get the Unfunny X Cons cover, both for $25.
Yep.
Parody Press Vault Pack. So what is this?
I thought, Shae, I came into my garage and I looked and I saw that I had these long boxes, and I've moved, so many times since the 90s that I really had to get rid of a lot of books, when I was moving from coast to coast. And so I only have a few issues of every Parody Press book that we did. I mean, we literally did probably 100 to 200 parodies back in the 90s. And so I thought I would offer like an assortment of 5 assorted books from the 90s that are signed to fans if they wanted to kind of go retro and see what we did back in the past. So, we have Superman parodies, Batman, Spider-Man. We skewered everything from pop culture to comics, but we've had a few people that have bought the vault pack, and so you'll get, basically my hand-picked issues that I have out of my own personal collection, and you'll get 5 of those signed by myself if you'd like, and then I normally throw in a few freebies with the vault pack, so you might get a little surprise that you're not expecting.
Oh, that is awesome. That
Whatever's
sounds like
in
a
your
really
garage, you'll just throw in there.
Yeah, some what else, like we have like
I don't need this wrench.
Old fishing tackle. Oh, there you go.
I have a lot of rope for some reason. You can just have this. I don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, you've only got 20, so there's 20 of those left. And that's, $50 for 5 comics. That's $10 a piece for, old school vintage.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
You might even get an X-Farce, which, if you use Mile High's pricing, that's a $90 book.
That's awesome. All right, and then we've got Bill Mouse sketch
Chris
card
C
and comment.
gets it.
Yeah, Chrissy says it's a smooth way to clean out your garage.
Yeah, it's been well received. I didn't know how many of those I would sell, and whenever I pack those orders, I get a warm, tingly feeling that someone is going to get to read, the old stuff that we did and have an appreciation of those. I have an eBay store as well, which is called Hobby Treasures, and we sell some of the older issues on that. I just sold like 3 issues for like $35 earlier today. So there's still fans out there collecting Parody Press stuff, and it's really cool to, connect with them after all this time.
Yeah.
The sketch card, that's very, it's like a trading card sized. People have seen sketch cards before, but Bill Mouse, the co-creator of X-Farce, he's the artist on that. And Shae, if you actually go to our, let's see, I think it's our update on X-Farce. If you don't mind, I can show you some more of the sketch cards that he just did. If you go to right there, you go. So if you scroll down there, he just scanned and sent me these 3 images. So there's Fallen Star, and then you've got Gar Farrell, and then there's one more, which is you.
Yes.
So those are some of the samples of what you'll get. You can either get the sketch card with the comic for $50, $55, I think, or you can get it as part of the Colossal box, which I kind of told you about, which is the lunchbox, mug, 3 issues, and then a sketch card.
Shae, where's your name tag? I saw a name tag.
I don't have one. Okay, the shirt was still wet, so you're lucky you got the shirt. All right, so you have the all through farce cover variants, which if you're gonna do this, you might as well just do the Valkyrie tier.
Right.
Don't get this one, get the other one. Save yourself a little bit of money.
Right.
The snack pack. I love that you called it the snack pack.
Yeah, that's the one that's the lunchbox, the mug, and the comic book, whichever number one that you'd like to choose.
That's awesome.
So there was I did it as a part of a Comicsgate. I think I went on the mail-in show, so I kept that special going. So don't pay $99 for something you can get for $75.
Yeah, right.
The same thing.
Okay, I was making sure I wasn't going insane because for a second I thought I was losing my mind. All right, so then you have May the Farce Be With You. What is the Star Wars?
No, I took a chance, and I thought, we've got all these different sketches by people, and I'm not really known as an artist, but I have been trying to sharpen my skills, and so I went on Mike Miller's Drawn and Quartered show a few times last December, and he had me on as a guest. And I didn't draw the very first time I was on his show, and all the fans gave me first place, even though I didn't draw anything. And so I thought that was really kind of them. But at the same time, I thought, well, maybe I can try to draw with these guys. So I went on for like 3 or 4 shows, and eventually I actually got to second place on a show. So that was, to me, a pretty fun achievement for a guy that hasn't drawn in a while. So. The Farce Be With You tier is one of the drawings that I did on Drawn and Quartered, but you also get 3 Star Wars themed parodies that Parody Press did, along with a Star Wars Ahsoka Tano character that I drew with Darth Vader in the background. So I've done this with other. This is like one of the last sketches that I have remaining. The other 3 that I did have already sold. So that's to awesome. Me is, I can't believe you guys are buying my artwork, but I'm very tickled that you are, and it makes me feel like I can that I'm not just drawing stick figures. So I'm very, very thankful that there are people out there that like to see Don Chin's artwork, and no one wants to buy my scripts. Actually, someone did buy my script, but that's a different tier. That's the director's cut tier that a guy named Wise Guys, he has his own YouTube channel.
Yeah, we know all about Wise. He normally buys my cosplay stuff.
Wise bought the director's cut, which was a signed copy of our video script, and then I actually had a copy of one of the other scripts that a writer turned in, complete with like chocolate stains on it. So it's got like Don Chin chocolatey fingerprints on it. So kind of one of a kind. One of a kind.
Oh my gosh.
So you're saying it's the steal your identity tier?
Yeah, it might be like DNA. If you guys want to clone me, if I happen to pass and you guys need more comedy in the future, that might look to Wise.
I'm just saying I'm happy that your artwork is selling. If you want to see what the best selling mug is on our RV merch store,
I do.
It would be that drawing that CY did, and the inspiration for it is on the left. So yeah, that's our best selling mug. I put it on a mug, complete with the hole and the ring binder bit. Yep.
Well,
yeah.
it's that's I. How much was that mug? I might have to get one.
I'll send you the link.
I think it's about the cost of yours.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably commensurate. But I think, how many have you sold now? Size like 4 or 5?
Something like that.
It's ridiculous.
Well, we could trade if you and CY both want an X-Farce mug. I've got some coming, they're in transit right now. So I'm gonna have 36 X-Farce mugs, and if you guys want to do a swap, we can.
We can do a mug swap, sure. That'd be
fun.
awesome. Oh my
Only
goodness.
if you use it on your stream.
I would.
Drink from it on your stream. Well, Shae will drink. No, I'll drink from it. Yeah.
You'll really? How
I'll have to take a picture of it, digitize it, add it as a prop to Face Rig, and create a special action of me sipping from it.
Why haven't we done that with your own tier, your own mug?
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. All right. XFarce XCon's cable TV sketch. So,
Yeah, there's another sketch tier that I did. I was on a drawstring with who was it? Sim from Tales of the Natverse. He was the guy that asked me to come on his show about a month ago, and we did an X-Cons themed draw show with Bill Mouse and some of the other artists. So I did a cable TV sketch. So what you're getting is basically my pen and ink sketch on a 9x13 sheet of paper, along with 4 1990s X-Cons books, including X-Farce. So again, you're going to get this $90 book if you buy that tier as part of for $99. If you spent that at Mile High, you just get 1 comic book that's not signed. But if you back this tier, you would get 4 signed issues and a piece of artwork. So
Frog G,
if you do the math, I think.
Yeah, right. I feel like you're coming out on top pretty well right there. And then you've got your 6-pack.
Yeah, that's more for the retailers or the investors that are out there. I haven't sold any of those yet, but I have a feeling that once the book actually makes it into people's hands, we might get some sales from that.
Nice. All right, and then this is your big box that you were talking about, where you're getting all the good stuff, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. So that's all of the sketch card, all the covers, the lunchbox. Yep, my brain just totally died on that word.
The mug. That's all right. Yeah, the
lunchbox and mug. That's fantastic. I really hope that you actually go when you're going to sell a house or something. You show up with your little lunchbox, your X-Farce lunchbox. You're like, oh, I'm eating lunch after this. My sandwich is in here. You're just like, but this is a beautiful home. You just hold the lunchbox the whole time.
Yeah, I think people would think I don't tell very many clients of mine, because I'm a realtor by day and a comic book creator by night. I don't really tell my clients when I'm showing them houses that I'm a comic book nerd. I don't know how that would go over, but that's a good idea. Bancroft said, sell a house, get a comic book. I might just have to, with a closing gift that I normally give a nice piece of cutlery to my clients, I might have to throw in a comic book. Just
here's cutlery and X-Farce for your reading pleasure.
Exactly.
Nice. All right, so we also have a 10-pack that we were talking about. All right, so what's the difference between the CG box set and the Colossal Executive box set?
About $40. They're both the same. I got so busy in this campaign. Sometimes I should hide different perks, but I just left. Sometimes when I go on shows, I create a special and I forget to take that special off, and that's
Fair enough.
the big box is basically from when I went on John Malin's show a few weeks ago, and we sold a couple, one of them since then. I just figured I'll just leave it up, and somebody will be able to save like $30 from the normal price.
Solid.
Yeah. So you got,
right, and
yeah, I was going to show you some of the artwork because I got it.
Yeah, let's see it.
All right, so this little sketch here is the one that you can get on the tier that you were just on. Let me take it out of the plastic so it's not so shimmery. But this is the pencil sketch by Mark Lewis. He doesn't sell very much of his artwork. He's very private, really a shy guy. But honestly, I think if he was in comics today, he would definitely have a big following, because you can just see on the X-Cons cover how much detail he puts. I mean, he even made the cover look like it was stressed and it had like blemishes and everything. And I thought that was just a brilliant way to kind of make the comic book look like it was from the 60s. And then if you want the Bill Mouse cover, that's the one that we have. I think it's like $600, but it's penciled. It's like 11 by 17. And if someone doesn't buy this, I'm not going to be sad, because I love having this in my, in my studio. But if someone was a big Bill Mouse fan and they really wanted to get this, they could pick it up. Yeah,
that is an awesome looking cover for sure.
Thank you, Shae. Appreciate it.
That is something that it's very clean. I really like it. And it's got good composition.
I didn't put any of the lettered art pages for sale. I don't know if anyone would buy those, but the ones that you're looking at right now.
Yeah, any of these in Mission Antarctica. So none of Mission Antarctica is for sale.
No, unfortunately.
20 confirmed.
20 confirmed. All right, so there's obviously some original artwork pages that you can get.
Yes.
There's the mouse cover that we were talking about, New Mutants original art. Is that colored?
Yeah, it's actually painted. It's like acrylic painted artwork. I think I can share an image. Let me see if I can pull that up. And Thad just sent me Thad's the artist, and I doubt, here it is right here. I think I can share my screen and show you what one of his pages looks like. Preview. I don't know if I'm sharing that.
You are not yet.
No.
Is that? Nope. That's not.
You have to hit share at the bottom of StreamYard.
Okay, let me try that again. It's an application preview. Yeah, I'm trying to share it, but it's not. It says Chrome has lost permission to capture my screen. So there must be some kind of technical issue. But it's all painted. He uses a combination of acrylics and colored pencil, airbrush. It's suitable for framing, and honestly, for a really beautiful colored piece of artwork, I think it's quite a bargain.
Yeah,
there you go. That's the page right there.
Which
you
one?
showed it. The one with where they're fighting. There you go. That's one of his.
Nice.
His
yeah, as someone who just started getting back into acrylic painting, it's so hard. It's so hard to do well.
He tells me it takes him a long time to do these pieces. He's still fine tuning them, and so I don't actually have the physical ones with me, but he's supposed to send them to me anytime.
Yeah. All right, so we got a couple of questions from our audience. Frog G wants to know, have you considered patches at all?
You mean like embroidered patches for a perk? I haven't.
Or as a stretch goal as well.
I haven't, but that's not a bad thought. I mean, I had a sticker stretch goal and a magnet stretch goal. Has anybody else been doing patches that you know of? Or
Oh yeah, a lot of people, and I recommend them almost every single show because we have these absolutely gorgeous bomber jackets that
Oh,
we had made with our logos, and we're covering them in Red Valkyrie, or not Red Valkyrie, but indie comic patches everywhere. Shut up, Sai.
Do you ever wear it on your show?
I haven't yet. Mostly because I have to take them to go get them professionally put on.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm sat right now. But I've got probably 8 or 9 patches. That
I was going to say roughly 10.
Really?
Yeah, somewhere around there for us to get sewn on, and a couple more on their way. I'm probably going to wait until I get the Monster MD stuff because I wanted to put that right over on the left side, and then Oddities going on the right over my heart because I told those 2 campaigns way early on. But
that's sweet. Yeah, I'll have to look into that and where people get those made.
Yeah, we know a guy. That's one of our things. We got a guy. His name is Tony. He's real good peoples. But he really does. That's where we got our patches from. They do amazing work. They have sublimation dye that they can do in the background. That's how they got our awesome gradient. And every single like feather and all of that is embroidered in, so it's amazing detail. Wow. They also do metallic threads, so like our swords that go down the center are silver metallic threads, so they shine.
Are you selling these jackets? For you?
No. But we will eventually, when I can afford to have stock. We're making those patches in a 5-inch scale. Okay. And so we'll have those that'll go out to, if you're a member of Red Valkyrie on YouTube, when you hit your year mark, we're going to be sending out patches, and then we'll have them for sale for other people, but without the special member badge.
Nice. So that's your spinning logo is the design?
Yep. Yeah. Pretty much, except the wings will extend out.
Okay. Very cool.
Past Master Dad says, "Science, seriously, it's cool because it's so good, and it creeps me out at the same time." I agree. I know the Sai having a mocap and an Avi is making it so I have to work a lot harder for my cosplays.
I wanted to contribute, and now
I told people he looked like Sark from Tron in the green room. Do you guys agree? No, if Sark met the bad queen in like Snow White, kind of across it. I don't know. Kind of got the feel like you need some more vitamin D or some sun.
Max Headroom. Wow. Interesting. Gosh, you guys are killing me.
He doesn't stutter like Max, though. He's very well versed and.
All right.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. What happens if you actually try to take a drink out of like a drink that's physically in front of you? Does it do something weird, Alex? Or
let's see.
Are you drinking a
What fresh hell is this? Oh my god.
That looks like you're enjoying it, but also struggling.
I have to recalibrate this, but I can't stop laughing, and it wants a neutral expression.
Oh man! Someday we'll all do like a virtual show. That would be very, very creepy.
Yeah.
Frog G says, all caps, don't change that. It's perfect. Lord Crackhead says, it looks like you were having a stroke. Ollie says, Sai's gonna glitch. Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
That's me vaping.
Of course.
Oh man! Every time you have a guest on, you should ask them to have Cy do some kind of request out of
Something
the
crazy.
out of the ordinary. Like I don't know, like smoking a cigarette or vaping would be very interesting.
Oh yeah, the best part is where the mouth went all funky. That's just Cy rubbing their nose.
Oh.
Right there. Oh my god!
Because it reads my hand as my mouth, and then it tries to do what my hands do, and it's all
I have a
confused.
guest today. Hang on, I'll be right. Oh, here we go.
Absolutely.
My wife brought our newest little family member into the.
Oh, it's a puppy! Oh, what a
It's
cute little
Mabel.
furball.
Hi, Mabel.
Mabel.
Yeah, we just got her like a week ago.
Oh, she's so precious.
We have 3 of these. They're called, believe it or not, they're called Japanese chins. So they're named after me. But yeah, she's a little.
Oh, it's perfect.
Like 2 months old, and she's been so sweet. She sleeps through the night. She doesn't have any accidents in the house. We're wondering what's going to go wrong. But she's been like this absolute sweet angel dog. So
She's so cute. Oh,
Yeah.
cute little fluff ball.
Thank you.
All right, so Chrissy says, "You diabolical prick, bring the doggo on."
Yes, help feed my dog and support X-Farce. She needs to be her food and her medical bills and
Look at how little she is. However will she grow if you don't back it?
oh man.
Oh, it's adorable. All right, one of the other questions that we always ask is so we'll ask the old one because that's what Past Master Jam put in the chat, but I'm also going to ask the new one. So if you could be any tree, what would you be and why?
Oh. I'd have to say I would be a redwood tree because I grew up in Northern California, and my wife and I just drove through the redwoods to pick this little precious Bella fir up. And even though I've lived here all my life, if you're familiar with which Star Wars was it with the forest scene? It was
Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, I think.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
With the Ewoks and Endor. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That was filmed like in my county. So I'm very partial to redwoods because they're so beautiful and ancient and yet strong. And when you see one in person, you just go, this has been around, for hundreds of years, and it's amazing. So I'd have to say a redwood.
Awesome. All right. In a similar vein, if you could be any dinosaur, what would you be and why?
When I was a kid, I was fascinated with dinosaurs, and for some reason, I was always gravitating towards the Brontosaurus because it was peaceful, even though it was huge, and just had a gentle, as far as I know, a gentle kind of a vibe to it. And then a big fan of Land of the Lost, and I think the dinosaurs that were Brontosauruses in that show were pretty chill. So I'd have to say Brontosaurus.
Nice. Oh my gosh, Silver.
I need to ask you guys what kind of tree
So my tree is redwood because I'm Shae the Red and I'm 6'1", so it just makes sense.
Oh, awesome.
And dinosaur, I can never choose, but I probably either a pterodactyl or a brontosaurus because I used to love Littlefoot.
Okay. Nice.
But yeah, so that's most likely. Okay, Cy, I don't know what's happening to your face.
I was rubbing my eye.
And answer the question.
No. Willow.
Willow
A
tree?
weeping willow.
A whomping willow.
Weeping because you're so emotional all the time.
So, how you doing, Don?
I'm good, Alex.
Shae had to go for all you bingo players out there in our chat. We have bingo cards.
Room.
Yeah.
A little timeout.
Terrible. Dinosaur Cy.
Whatever the made-up one was at the end of Jurassic World. The amalgam of the several different other dinosaurs that was like kicking the T-Rex's ass.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That okay. That one. Oh my gosh. Silver said a Chillosaurus.
Cybersaurus.
Cybersaurus. Wow. A Cybersaurus Rex because you have tiny little baby hands, so you need baby arms to go with it.
That's good, Cybersaurus. I like that.
Baby hands. Fuck you. By the way, we cuss on this stream.
Whatever. It was totally worth it. Well, we have covered just about everything. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about in the final few hours? Stop trying to laser hand me, Si.
No.
No, I just wanted to thank everybody for their support. I've been away from the industry for a long time, and then just kind of crept back in, and everybody's been so supportive. I mean, I see people in the audience that I've been on their shows, and I feel like kind of like a wanderer for the last 15 years, because I've been doing, my 9 to 5, which is, it's a good job, but it doesn't let me really give my creative juices.
It's not your passion.
It's not my passion. I mean, I love it and it pays the bills, but ever since I was a kid, reading Peanuts and Marvel books and funny books, I've always wanted to do comics, and I just kind of felt like this was the time to come back, where I can have a little bit more time to put into comics. And like that chat just said, it is a very, did it say diverse community?
Inclusive,
yes.
We are diverse as well.
Diverse as well.
Mean, this right here, this stream is probably one of the most diverse, because we've got a female and Asian and trans, so we're like all the things, the things.
Oh,
definitely. Yeah, I think comics gets a bum rap. People they don't really investigate. They just kind of have this preconceived notion about what it is. And everybody here has been really wonderful, and hopefully my dog's not peeing on me, so it's
I'm so relaxed right now. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to move.
I felt the little tingle on my arm, but then I realized she has a little puppy diaper on, so I think we're okay. But no, I think the last thing I could say is, if people, if you like to either subscribe to my YouTube channel, or I'm on Twitter at Real Don Chin. We've got the other book coming out, which I'm sure I'll be back to hopefully chat with you folks once you guys vet it. And
yeah.
So
I'm sure it'll be great.
Yeah, it's for all ages. There's nothing too. Well, it is a little violent, I'll have to say, but the source material is violent, so that's okay.
I feel like kids probably play more violent things than whatever your book is going to be, I would assume.
That's true. And you guys are awesome. I had a lot of fun. I mean, I didn't know really what to expect, and for you to go all out and dress up, and I get the full-on virtual Psy. I mean, what?
Yeah, you're the third.
I'd hold up 3 fingers, but it wouldn't know what the fuck to do. So
right,
third.
We just have like a hand going, oh gosh, oh, where does it go? Well,
ignore 2 of these.
Ignore 2 of nice. I want to thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us, and especially for showing us the cutest little fuzzball ever. She's so cute.
She's a sweetie.
Oh.
Yeah.
So adorable. As always, thank you to my partner in crime, Sai. You are distracting as fuck, but you're here, so thanks.
I do my best.
And of course, most importantly, thank you to the chat and to all of our YouTube members. Without you guys, we would not even have a show to do. So we appreciate you. We love every single one of you guys. And please, if you haven't already, we have got 6 hours left in the X-Farce campaign. Less than $500 to go to break 7K before they go down. It would be phenomenal to be able to. So please share this out. If you haven't already backed it, the Red Valkyrie featured tier is up to save you guys a little bit of money as well. So be sure to get in on that. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.